1032, all present.
Get the tube!
1066, all present.
At the command, Officer Center Hall, all units and guide officers watch to the front center of the escort. Immediately at the command officer. This matters in the face of us. Return to the door and ask the command officer. Throughout our nation's history, millions of men and women have earned the title United States Marine. In keeping with the slogan, once a Marine, always a Marine, we would like to recognize them. We ask that those men and women in the audience who have served in the United States Marine Corps, please rise. Please join us in showing our appreciation for the dedicated service of the Corps. Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, the commanding officer of the 1st Recruit Training Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Morgan.
culmination of a journey. It's a journey that began over 12 weeks ago when these young men came and first stood on this famous yellow footprints. And ever since, they've earnestly dedicated themselves to completing our nation's longest and most challenging entry-level training program. And today, I can assure you that those 265 young men standing behind me, they've earned the title of United States Marine. Graduate proud of the United States. I think if you look to your left, if you look to your right, you see hundreds of other individuals who are just like you. But it strikes me that you all have at least one thing in common, and that is simply this. At a time when our nation needed it most, your loved one stepped forward, volunteered, raised their right hand and said, I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. Well, my friends, that is a level of commitment and selfless sacrifice that you should be inordinately proud of. Quite frankly, it's one that should be celebrated each and every day across this great nation. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for three things. First and foremost, thank you for writing your most cherished asset, your United States. Thank you for the upbringing you provided, the basic values you taught, and the patriotism you instilled in them that provided the impetus to want to serve our nation. Secondly, I'd like to thank you for the support you provided your loved ones while they were here in recruit training. As most of you know by now, training can be a very challenging and demanding environment, often referred to as 12 weeks of tough love. But I can assure you, the support has been a major factor in your success. And I thank you for it. And thirdly, I'd like to ask you to continue to support as these young men continue along the Newport's entry-level training pipeline, deploy out across the nation and around the globe to protect and defend our nation's vital interests. I can assure you that your additional support will continue to hold them in good stead. Now, you get your Marine home today, you're going to notice a few changes. You're going to stand a little taller, a little straighter. You're going to be more mature. You're going to be in the best shape of your lives, and you're going to be able to devour any kind of food you set in front of you and do that in about 2 minutes. You moms out there, I want to give you fair warning. That first morning, your loved one jumps out of the bed at say about 5 a.m. and the first thing they do, without being told, mind you, is to make their bed and ensure the room's inspection ready for you. I want you to be over the alarm. One other point that might be interesting, I can assure you, these means in here with a clear understanding of where the located. They know that from now on, those hips are the exact location of where they're supposed to wear their trousers. But above all, ladies and gentlemen, you'll notice the transformation. It's a transformation of the life. I'd like to take a brief moment to recognize some individuals who played an integral part of the transformation that I just spoke about. First, our Marine recruits, over 6,000 strong, spread out across the nation, and strategic spots around the world. Really give us some around the world communities each and every day. Representing the Marine Corps. Looking for that next young man who might have what it takes. We've got the United States Marine. Our recruiters sustain us. They are the lifeblood of our Corps. We got to thank them for their efforts. Next group I'd like to recognize those Marines in the Green Campaign Companies. They are legendary Marine Corps drill instructors. And you will not find more dedicated or professional group of individuals anywhere in the world. Corps of leadership, commitment, tough love, and personal example that forge these young men in the United States. I'd like to ask that you join me this morning in a round of applause and recognition of their superlative efforts. Thank you. The last group I'd like to recognize are the wives, family members, the officers and drill instructors. Ladies and gentlemen, making Marines is a very demanding duty. With our family members, I simply say this. Your unwavering support has provided the very foundation for the success of this company. I thank you for that support and your many personal sacrifices. I want you to know you truly do make a difference each and every day. Making our final St. Louis Marines. Good morning, Marines. To the Marines, congratulations on completing our nation's longest and most challenging level training program. Your achievements, they are no small accomplishments. They are ones that I can assure you will remain with you forever. You think back for a moment. You first started talking to your recruit about the many benefits of service in the United States. I am certain one of the things she promised you was a challenge. I think I can stand up here this morning and safely say that your drill instructors delivered on that promise, and they did indeed provide you with a skill challenge. Make no mistake, you met each and every one of those challenges. For that, you should be enormously proud. Lastly, as you go forward today and leave this legendary island, do so knowing that you now carry the mantle of the United States Marine Corps squarely on your shoulders. I charge you to strive each and every day to be the embodiment of our core values of honor, courage, and commitment. Remain committed to that cause that is greater than yourself, and continue to do the right thing because it is simply the right thing to do. Marines, congratulations once again on the job well done. I wish you continued success in the future. Godspeed and Semper Fidelis.
Reviewing today's graduation ceremony is Lieutenant General Wilson. She is being escorted by Colonel Jones, Commanding Officer Recruit Training Regiment, Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Paradise Island, South Carolina. Lieutenant General Wilson was commissioned a second lieutenant in the United States Marine Corps in 1972 and retired on the 1st of September 2009. Lieutenant General Wilson's assignments include instructor at Marine Corps Development and Education Center's Instructional Management School, Staff Secretary, 3rd Marine Division, 3rd Marine Amphibious Force, Company Officer, Brigade of Midshipmen, and an assistant professor in the Professional Development Department at the United States Naval Academy. Manpower Management Analyst, Manpower Planning, Manpower and Reserve Affairs, Headquarters Marine Corps. Special Assistant for General and Flag Officer Matters, Joint Staff, and as the Executive Assistant to the Vice Director, Joint Staff. Commanding Officer, 4th Recruit Training Battalion, Marine Corps Recruit Depot, Paradise Island. Requirements and Programs Officer, Marine Forces Pacific. Commanding Officer, Camp H.M. Smith, and Headquarters and Services Battalion, Marine Forces Pacific. Secretary, Joint Staff. Commanding Officer, Marine Corps Base Quantico, and the 3rd Force Service Support Group, 3rd Marine Expeditionary Force. Director, Manpower Management Division, Manpower and Reserve Affairs, Headquarters Marine Corps. Marine Corps Representative to the Secretary of Defense's Reserve Force Policy Board, Commandant Industrial College of the Armed Forces, National Defense University, and was the 12th President of the National Defense University. Lieutenant General Wilson's personal decorations include Distinguished Service Medal, Defense Superior Service Medal with Bronze Oak Leaf Cluster in lieu of second award, Defense Meritorious Service Medal, Meritorious Service Medal, Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal, Navy and Marine Corps Achievement Medal, and the French Legion of Honor. Lieutenant General Wilson is authorized to wear the Basic Parachutist Badge, the Office of the Secretary of Defense and Joint Chiefs of Staff Identification Badges. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we render honors to Lieutenant General Wilson.